Hey guys, LevelCap here. Today we're going to be talking about getting the Syndicate Enforcer assignment and unlocking it in Battlefield Hardline. This will give us the double-barreled shotgun as a reward. Now, as you may or may not know, the Syndicate assignments are very challenging to get. At least they're very time-consuming, to say the least. In order to get the Syndicate assignment even unlocked, that's before you can even start unlocking the requirements for the Syndicate assignment to get the double-barrel shotgun, you have to complete several other tasks. The first one of these tasks is to get Enforcer Assignment 1. You probably already have this if you've even played the Enforcer class a little bit. Chances are you got this. You only need 10 shotgun or battle rifle kills and then to resupply 10 different teammates. This will then unlock Enforcer Assignment 2. It takes a little bit more to get this, but it's not too hard overall. You need 25 shotgun or battle rifle kills and then 250 points of damage deflected with the riot shield. Now, depending on your playstyle, you may never even use the riot shield by choice, but if you buy the riot shield, equip it, and then basically just go out into combat and start deflecting that damage point, you will eventually get the Enforcer Assignment 2. This can be a little bit tricky because a lot of smart players out there won't shoot at riot shield, so it might take you a little while to get this. Usually if you go on a server and you can find some player that's dumb enough to sink all of their ammo into your riot shield, you can get this very quickly. Now, those two assignments are pretty damn easy. You should have no problem achieving them. The next thing you're going to need to do is to get a gold service star with the Enforcer class. This can take a little bit longer. You're going to need to sink some real time into this class, get quite a few kills with it before you're going to get that gold star. And during the course of this progression, you're also going to want to spend quite a bit of the money that you make on Enforcer guns and gadgets. So you're going to need to purchase at least 10 guns and gadgets combined, and eventually when you get that gold service star, you will then unlock the Syndicate assignment. Now, the Syndicate assignment in many ways is harder than all of the previous assignments combined, and it can take an insanely long period of time. However, if you have some help from the right people and you basically play the right game modes and combine some of your requirements together, you can do this in a matter of hours. You're going to need 200 shotgun or battle rifle kills. That's the easiest part of this. Then you're going to need 10 Enforcer Tier 4 reputation tracks in different matches. This is probably one of the hardest parts of the whole thing. You're going to need 15 ammo resupply coins. That's easy peasy, just drop down ammo boxes all the time while you're playing. Then you're going to need 15 ballistic shield coins. This can be easy or hard, again, depending on what game modes you're playing in. Now, I knew the riot shield was going to be a little bit tricky, so I started off with that one first, but at the same time I'm multitasking, so I'm dropping ammo boxes and I'm getting my resupply coins at the same time that I'm using the riot shield. Now, unfortunately, you have to absorb a lot of damage on the riot shield just to get one single riot shield coin, and this can be really hard to do because not a lot of players want to shoot at riot shields. They see a riot shield, they go, okay, I need to flank that guy or I'll ignore him, and this is going to happen all the time, especially if you're playing against good players. I recommend playing on maps where it's hard for the enemy team to flank around behind you. I play on the block for most of those riot shield coins, and I would just try and move up as close to the enemies as possible, and eventually players would start shooting the heck out of my riot shield. It took a long time to get this though, and I'd honestly recommend getting a friend to play on the enemy team and just shooting up your riot shield whenever he sees you, because this is a really unfun assignment. It's going to get you a lot of deaths, very few kills, and you're just going to be raging at the devs the whole time. Now, if you're lucky enough to also have a friend who's willing to play commander while you're trying to get all these unlocks and upgrading you to tier 4 at the same time, then you can be multitasking and completing pretty much all of your assignments at the same exact time. Now, if you aren't lucky enough to have that friend upgrading you to tier 4 reputation, you can always use a reputation booster and play in a hotwire game mode that has a lot of tickets, and that will pretty much give you a guaranteed tier 4 reputation. However, it doesn't allow you to multitask, and it's going to require a lot more time to complete this assignment. So once you've completed all of these requirements, it's certainly a time-intensive task. You will get the double-barreled shotgun free of charge. And I say free, but you actually had to buy a crap ton of Enforcer weapons along the way just to get the assignments unlocked. Is it worth it? Well, it's a fun gun to use. It's not going to be the gun that you're going to take into a competitive game or expect to get top of the scoreboard while using it. It's a tricky weapon to use, but it is really cool. Now, the stats for shotguns isn't very easy to compile for Hardline, but I do believe that every shot coming out of this shotgun is going to be more powerful than your standard pump action shotgun in the game. For example, the 870. I believe this has more killing potential with just a single shot than the 870 does. However, you only have 2 shots shots per reload. And that is one of the cooler features of this gun, is that you can actually switch between shooting one barrel at a time or both at a time, giving you almost a guaranteed one-shot kill in 10 to 15 meter distance. Now, believe it or not, this weapon can actually be modified. If you put a stock on there, it'll increase the weapon's controllability during rapid fire. I'm not sure how much of a difference this actually makes, but if you're shooting 2 shots very quickly back to back, maybe it'll help a little bit. The other modification is a heavy barrel, or really a long barrel in this case. This serves the same function as a full choke would serve on a shotgun, basically decreasing the pellet spread, giving you a more accurate shot and more killing potential at further ranges, but it's probably not the attachment you want if you're doing a lot of shooting from the hip while running around. Now, it took a little while to figure out if I preferred using this weapon in double shot mode or single shot mode, and ultimately I think I preferred single shot mode because it gives me the option to kill 2 people before needing to reload, whereas the single shot mode will only get you a double kill if 2 people are standing right next to each other, as opposed to one after the other coming around a corner. You're gonna have to rely on your sidearms a lot more with this weapon because the reload time is so long. I wish they had made it so that if you only fired 1 shot out of this weapon and then reloaded, the reload time would be a little bit faster because you don't have to eject both shells. Now, for some situation, I was playing in a 1v1 game mode and I only had to worry about 1 player, and I could kind of control my engagement with them and try and force myself into a close quarter engagement. Then this would be an incredibly good gun because its one-shot killing potential is insane, better than any other gun in the game when in CQB. However, if you have to deal with multiple targets, that's where the double barrel shotgun really falls short. 2 targets is really your limit with this gun, and even then you're not always going to get a one-shot kill, so you might need to use both of your shots on the same target. Engineers are going to be your worst enemy because the K10 still has insanely fast killing potential in CQB, as do a lot of the other PDWs, but they're also going to have that body armor reducing 50% of chest damage. Now, shotguns are weapons that you're not necessarily going to want to aim for the head for. You're going to want to aim center mass, and if they're deflecting a huge percentage of that damage, all of a sudden you're not going to be getting those one-shot kills when you thought you would. This is one of the reasons why I think armor insert is kind of broken right now, because it takes weapons like shotguns and DMRs and makes them pretty much worthless. So my final thoughts on the double barrel shotgun is that it's a hell of a lot of fun to use. It's really cool to take down 2 targets with 1 shot from each barrel, but if you're looking for a tactical weapon, this is not it by any stretch. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. This is LevelCap signing off.